Hello, salute, what's going on boys? NealGuides here, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we're going to go over the updated 4-1-2-1-2 tactics and instructions for post-patch. Also, I released my tactics videos early. If you want to join a project I'm running this year, normally people test out my formations for me, but everyone seems to be busy with jobs nowadays. So I'm releasing what's my best friends that test out. So I released my tactics earlier on my second channel, NealGuides 2. Link is down below in the description, where you can help me test it out before I actually release it in game. But the link is down below for that. That's my second channel. And I got other videos there as well. But let's go straight into it. So this is going to be an attacking tactic. By all means, remember this is an attacking 4-1-2-1-2. I'll eventually have like different phases of 4-1-2-1, like a defensive one, etc, etc. We've gone on pressure on heavy touch, left it at that, just because we want to be very aggressive on the ball, should I say. We want to win the ball back as soon as we can to this formation. If you're losing 1-0 or drawing, or you want to get back into the game, or if you want to apply pressure from the get-go. So we've gone with the width 55. It's completely fine. Don't worry about it too much. In this video, I made some adjustments. So I'm quickly going to show you this very quickly. I was trying some things around. So if you watched this video before, there's going to be a few minor changes. But the rest of it is very much similar. So you can base your tactics before they even come out. Depth, we've gone with 60 because we want to be high up the pitch. And of course, don't forget in a 4-1-2-1-2, don't forget it's quite a narrow shape anyway. And don't forget the benefit of this formation is, well, kind of a benefit and a con. There's no wingers. So although you pack out the central area, it's kind of like an overload the ball side. The central column is covered, but the wide areas are not. So you're going to have to be able to move those players manually. Build up play, we've gone with long ball. Two reasons why. The fullbacks, they fly forward. So long ball is going to say to them, okay, when we get the ball back in the first 2/3, I want those fullbacks to fly forward. So not fast build up play, but long ball. And then a second tactic, we've changed this to not direct passing, forward runs. We'll test in direct passing, but I think forward runs is the way to go. Especially left centre mid and right centre mid join the attack from midfield. Then you have the cam and you have the two strikers up front to create the numerical advantage against the back four. The width, we have some 55, just because the 4-1-2-1-2 is a very narrow formation anyway. Increasing the width won't change it to a 4-1-2-1-2 wide, as contrary to belief. It'll just keep it narrow. And what it will basically do is you're just basically expanding the width of, I suppose you could say, the small difference in between the players, but more importantly, the left back and the right back. Players in the box, you can put this up to 7. If you do like to cross the ball, but don't forget there's no wingers in a 4-1-2-1-2, so the left centre is right centre, you have to get the ball with them wide and then bring the ball back inwards. So that is something just to bear in mind. If you find this too offensive, just feel free to get rid of this, put this to balanced, and that resolves the issue, and you can leave this to balance. So if you find it too aggressive, put the defense style on balance, and you put transgression on balance. If you find it to be not aggressive enough, you can use press after possession loss. There is nothing wrong with that. So in terms of how the formation works, so when we're defending in a 4-1-2-1-2. We're not going to do any defending in 4-4-2s. It's a bit messed up how it works this year, how you can defend in a 4-4-2 and a 4-1-2-1-2. Nothing funky. Basically, we're going to have two strikers, but when we go forward, we're going to have both the left back and the right back both join the attack. And then we're going to have basically one of the CDMs drop it in between to make a midfield 3. So when you're attacking, it's basically like a 3-5-2 on the fly, but the left backs and right backs, they're almost very far wingers, so they don't really act as left mids and right mids in the 3-5-2. So that's how it basically looks like in game. So in the instructions, so we got the striker, we got them on stay forward, stay central for both of them. Feel free to apply get it behind if you want to. What I find that a good balance is leaving one on balanced and leaving the other one on getting behind. I still recommend stay forward just so they're in the middle all the time. You don't want your left centre mid going there and your right striker going on the outside. You want them to be in the middle, the 2-star weak foot in my opinion. And they can. You can put this on comeback in defense if you want to, but because I like to play very aggressive, stay forward, get inside the box for a cross. Do not use drift wide or free roam, because either drift wide, they just end up just hovering in these wide areas, basically pointless. What's the point of having a cam in that situation? And free roam, you want the guy to be behind the two strikers. That way you can do that 1-2 backwards to your cam. If it's on free roam, this guy's going to be in random places. You want him to always be behind the two strikers. That way you can do the 1-2s and bring that player going forward. For the left centre mid and right centre mid now, the way I would line this up, personally speaking, is I would play a box to box, and I would say a winger. Now I personally, the way that I do it, ignore Jimenez, I normally sub him off. I normally play the most attacking player on the left hand side, and I play the box to box on the right. So it's up to you how you want to do this. I'd recommend cover center for both, because you want to be defending in the narrow corridor, defending in the middle. So you don't want to put cover wing on because they're just going to go too far away and there's no point. People are going to make their way back into the central areas anyway. What I would say though is, if you have the attacking player, the most attacking player, if they've got bad work rates, put them on get forward. So if you've got if you're playing a 4-4-2 normally, you change this formation in game, drop one of your wingers into this role and you put them on get forward. So that way when you're attacking, you basically have the 3 players and the cam and the left centre mid to create the 4 players in the middle. So you're basically punching a hole in the central areas to basically outnumber the 2 CDMs. You've got 2v2 versus opponents, 2 CDMs and 2 centre backs. Now, for the other box to box, I would say leave them unbalanced. Unless you really know what you're doing, because don't forget your CDM's dropping in between anyway, so there is a chance that you're going to lose possession if you lose possession or if you lose the ball, you're going to get counted. I would strongly recommend even stay back because this guy's becoming a drop between defenders, becoming a centre back anyway. So if I was you, put this guy on stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of the box. If you are really good at defending, you can leave this guy unbalanced, okay? Then the middle CDM, you want to be playing here ideally as CDM, like someone like that's quite tall. On Yenka's a good player, maybe Vieira, Kante, you can probably get away with him now. He is on cut passing lanes, cover center, and drop between defenders. Now what this means is when you're defending, you are defending the 4-1-2-on-2. But once you have the ball in possession, when you go forward, he will drop in to create the back 3, and then the left back and the right back, they will go forward. That is how you create that attacking system. So remember that he actually acts as just like a centre back in front of the 2 centre backs. So you can almost argue that's the centre back, cut past lane, drop between defenders, cover centre. That way when he's defending, he has his features. Then he has drop between defenders when he goes forward. Both the left back and left centre back and right centre back, that's what they're going to be basically going to be called, because don't forget he's going to go here, he's going to go here, and then Onyenka's just going to drop in between in the middle like that. And that is basically how you do it. And for the left back and right back, now this is important. If you don't know what I'm talking about in terms of attacking defenders, attacking fullbacks, just put them on during the attack. As if you don't know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, like how to make the attacking fullbacks, I'll put these guys on conservative and overlap. And basically what we're essentially doing here is that when you're inside the game, press up on your D-pad and then press left. Up means you're activating attacking D-pad options, and then pressing left means you're going to add attacking fullbacks. So what that means is even though these guys are on stay back while attacking, if you activate that D-pad tactic, it forces them to go forward. So that is what you can of course put into the game. And if you are really good at defending and you like to be very aggressive, you can use step up. But again, I would say unless you're a rank 1 or rank 2 player, be very careful with step up, because your players will be naturally stepping up. And if you don't have a fullback here, you're going to be in trouble. You might catch a guy onside. You might play your opponent onside. Your opponent's smart enough to use L1 triggers. You got to be smart enough to run back here. So just be very careful. Ideally, someone 2-star weak foot, 5-star, 2-star, 5-star weak foot up front. Someone like this guy, TIKI and Son. Cam, ideally someone like Eusebio high end, if not mid tier. Try to do someone like Jota that card, or someone like Son. Don't play the likes of Dembele here. What I normally do is I'll sub Dembele on and move maybe Son and Cam like that. Less than the mid, you can get away with a box to box if you want to, if you got 3 centre mids. If not, it's not the end of the world. You can go with someone like Jimenez. The right centre mid, someone who's basically a box to box, that's going to be a step attacking that can distribute the ball. This guy basically is CDM that can almost play like a centre back. You can even someone like Gosens here will work pretty well. And 2 centre backs, you can go with 4 backs if you want to, like I have. And then you have, of course, the left back and right back. What I would say is for your left back and right back, just put the most of the someone like Cancelo. So maybe not the likes of Wan-Bissaka as left backs and right back because they're going forward. Maybe the likes of Cancelo and someone like Cornet because they can also go forward and have actually a very good attacking threat as well for the left back and right back role. But that is, of course, the 4-1-2-on-2 custom tactics and instructions. Thank you very much for watching. Do let me know how you feel. And as I said to you, don't forget my second channel, NealGuides 2, no spaces. I release tactics videos. At the moment, I'm working on a 4-2-3-1 update, so you guys see the tactics before I actually release them. So, and you can give your feedback down below. You can write down, for example, what rank you are, how you find these tactics, how you find they're working. That way we can fine tune the perfect tactics together before I release it on the main channel. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Links down below in the description for the second channel. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, of course. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.